Hello YouTube, it's Upside DIY. Sorry, I just kind of just woke up. I did something yesterday that maybe I shouldn't have. I should have put the guppies in this one. This is more clearer water. Um, I, I had to move out the larger guppies, and I don't know if they've been getting attacked. I did it yesterday. The water is getting clearer at least. But there were mosquitoes in here, but I didn't see too much harm in the mosquitoes. I put around 30 or 40 of the larger guppies inside of this pond. I'm gonna actually add a little. I should add some more water and things, just because. But I have these kumquats in here, and I don't really want to ruin the kumquats and things. They have really, I don't know, I think there's like anyways, I may or may not do too much more work. I just can't even find the guppies anymore. They're like there were larger guppies. I'm just gonna add some water. So yesterday I pretty much made a nice video explaining a lot of things about what I've been doing in the fish room, and basically I just felt uncomfortable because the smaller fish didn't have any kind of hiding places within that tank indoor, and these are wild guppies. So what happens is the larger ones start to pick on the smaller, or not really pick on, but the smaller ones start to really feel worse because they can't swim and get away. These fish are pretty nice actually for not really. Yeah, I mean, at first I was thinking there was something wrong in the numbers, but there's actually, and then, there's something this and that with the mosquitoes and stuff, so I'm just trying to get like 2 or 3 things out of the way. And I didn't fill it up all the way because there's like a green basil plant right there and things like that. But this is pretty much the typical freshwater container that I wanted to kind of seem like maybe it could be done better, whereas there's pretty much planters, and I've been showing you guys this stuff for a year that I was going to try to do it, but I haven't done it. But this is pretty much what it would have been like, just using the 2-liter bottles, and just trying to get, because I was not studying, but just researching about trying to so I just came out here right fast this morning to see if these mosquitoes were going to be any competition for the new guppies that I put in here, and it doesn't seem like it. I actually see some guppies down inside that basil and things plant. So they were just getting a little too big. I netted them out, and then this planter is actually in a good cold shade and things, and basically it's a lot more, freeing up a lot more space. The smaller ones inside of the aquarium are going to be able to grow out more comfortably. I don't really have to feel uncomfortable looking at these fish and having to deal with making that kind of mistake to allow them to harm the smaller ones or something. So I don't know. So I just netted out the larger ones in there, and it turned out that they weren't harming the little fish in there and stuff. They actually help protect them. But I see one or two that do float and are actually maybe missing this. And but things happen. Things just happen, and just observing for a day or two. Whereas the for this pond, it seems to work out for me to see these fish. And I have this pond, and here's pretty much a nice tree. I mean, I want to see like a lizard or something on here one day that I could catch. That's kind of why I'm arranging the aquariums, because I do want to catch some of the nice insects that actually might be roaming around, but I'm not really 100% like that good in like keeping them indoor or in an aquarium. But I'm getting a little better, they would say. I'm just getting a little better at it. And I'm redoing this pot. I think I tried to make a whole video about how grass was actually compacting the roots. I put some planters over some dead grass or something. I pulled out all the grass and then just replanted stuff, and that's pretty much how it is. It's kind of small, but I actually replanted this one, and this one really grew real nicely over here. A lot of these are cuttings from other these types of plants. They're pretty, or the succulent types. So what I've got over here is pretty much the succulent pond that I can show you guys. I wish it would just all be green and flourishing and things, but a lot of this stuff may have drowned. At first I was expecting them to catch and then just start growing up, but I might have drowned a lot. And like this one didn't really catch that good, or a root, but it's okay. I think just as long as the roots, they stay hibernated and things like that. It's just there's not that great sunlight right here. But I try to do as little, get as much as possible done, get as much done with little effort, and just let them kind of grow out and things. And so they're just basically planter succulents like this. And there's even a nice little green plant that actually people use this stuff in cooking. It's kind of like cilantro. It's pretty herby and things, herb-like. But this potato's starting to crack. I'm actually trying to put some plant my ponds kind of right here. I'm gonna have to level this out. I gotta get a tamper or something, but I don't even want to afford or get more stuff. I just want to just just try to just stomp or just wet it. And then I want to build a platform. Actually, I want to build a platform that's it's going to have, the diameter is like 24 inches. It's like 2 feet apart, at least. That's what I kind of measured. It seems like it's a lot larger than 2 feet, but but I'm going to be putting these things over there inside of, and trying to make some outdoor stuff happen. Maybe with I don't know, because I got like these garbage cans kind of filled up for plants in the shade. This is kind of mostly in the shade. I had to actually flood this palm tree that I found. I actually didn't water it. Right, you're supposed to really. I had to soak it pretty much as high as I can within this container. It went on for like probably half a year, this and that. I found this kind of in a parking lot inside of a pot, and I was worried that there were worms, but it was really this container gets pretty hot, and these palm trees, they need water, or else they're going to start wilting and things, just as this. So if you don't water them good, they'll, or some of this and stuff. If you don't really water them and things, those try to just stay alive as the bulb, but it gets super sunlight, so I don't know if it's good or not. So they have to always be watered. So yeah, this yard is pretty, unique for me. It's not like, because I did most of the work, I had to plan out most of the right there I could mold cement and stuff like that, but keeping like a barrel pond right here, the size would match, but the weather is just pretty bad. The weather would actually make the fish more tropical fish, sunlight, but it's not even, but they don't even want to be in the sunlight. They want it hot but maybe just do it just because I need to try that out and show you guys some of my ideas, and if those guppies, those guppies seem to be okay, but I could put guppies in here too, just because. But when these plants get a little bit taller, let's see how these plants are actually doing. Just because, man, just because they could have drowned, I could have drowned a lot of these. So yeah, they're just basically trying to hang on and survive, and things are breaking off of them. They're melting or something, and some of them didn't make it. I don't know exactly, how they do and don't. Like, seems pretty good. So I can actually try to but there's so many like crevices or just unknowns, that could be good or bad. It's just they're just basically just like this. They grow outdoor in a planter or whatnot. They're pretty nice plants. And I had to clean them up and things, and this was pretty much the idea that I had for them. So yeah, they're doing as I just can't find their roots that good. Like, this one should have been should have some growth on it, which it does, but they just are pretty hard to explain, whether they're in or out of the water or that way. It's just pretty hard. It's pretty weird. Like this right here, this right here is pretty much a root and things, but I just don't. So this is just a random test, it has some nice roots on it, but it didn't grow that good. This thing had roots on it, so it may be good or it may be bad. I'm not 100% sure what happened. It shouldn't have done that, but I've got to come out here and check what's happening with these things. Oh man, yeah, a lot of it died. I don't know. It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad for me, but and just the small green ones kind of. But hopefully they rebound, and then things. And they're really fragile. That's for sure. So thanks for watching my video. Actually, I would show you guys the inside tanks, just to show you guys pretty much the other stuff I had to quarantine. So before those fish, I had to quarantine these snails. So these were pretty smart. They got to, I think they breeded too. There should be 4. Oh shoot. Man, if 2 of them climbed out, I'm gonna be really pissed off. I'm gonna be really pissed off if 2 of them climbed out. And then just pretty much show you guys the rest of these. They did okay. It's just you know, it didn't look right for the really larger ones or maybe even smaller ones, but I was just kind of testing and seeing. I gotta always look at this every day and change the filter. So have a good day, bye.